Good morning. One of the things that made me understand God's relationship with me more than anything when I first became a Christian was having children. Never before then did I really understand sort of the point that God was trying to make. That not only did He know what was best for me, but He was really trying to look out for me. It's the whole idea of catching your kid's hand when they try to reach for the hot stove. You're not doing that because you're mad at them, or you're not doing that because you hate them, or not doing that because you're judging them. You're doing that because you love them and want to protect them. And once I understood that as a father, I felt like I understood God's relationship with us a whole lot more. And that's why I'm picking today to not only launch the first video for Whole Donkey, but to also talk about the Mentoring Project. The Mentoring Project is based partly in Portland and partly here in Oklahoma City. And what it does is it looks for kids who are fatherless and mentors them with a group of volunteers in order to teach those kids not only that somebody loves them, but that God loves them and that they have purpose and a place in this world. So I'm going to keep my part of this really short and let you watch part of a Mentoring Project video. But think about now sort of where you would be without your parents. How untethered you might feel. And how there's so many lessons that you could learn and so many things and personality that you developed that they were there for. So that's what the Mentoring Project does for kids all across the country, teaming up with churches and nonprofits to get them the mentoring that they need to live their life. So here's a little bit about the Mentoring Project. Thanks to all of Nerdfighteria for doing the project for awesome, and I hope to be able to do this every year. You can find us at www.wholedonkey.org. Follow us on Twitter at WholeDonkey. And here's some more about the Mentoring Project.
Somebody said to me a long time ago, when you tell your story, you're not talking about yourself, you're actually talking about whoever it is who's reading your story, because they find themselves in your story, and so they find courage or they find comfort because they're not alone in whatever it is that they're going through.
It's like somebody walking a path and they know where the potholes are. If they tell you where the potholes are, maybe you can step over them.
We resource churches, we equip churches to start mentoring programs within their churches to build relationships with young men growing up without fathers.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Cruising off the edge.
Oh, you took a picture of me, like, over there?
Yeah, I like that red car in the background. It makes it pop.
It really does. Wow, you got it, like, half my board was, like, on the ground right here, and half my board was on the ground up there on the curve. I wonder if anybody was, like, idiotic enough to, like, skate right into the Grand Canyon. Sometimes we get gelato.
Yeah.
There's a gelato place right by my school. And we also just take, like, random photos. Wednesdays we hang out till about 4:15.
Yeah.
And then we just wait until next Wednesday and stuff.
Turbo, man.
Gordon and I, when we first started meeting, we'd play basketball for about 3 or 4 months before we had a serious conversation. And then over the summer, we really connected on some issues he was going through in his neighborhood with being bullied, and just kind of navigated that with him. But it's not just about talking. We do a lot of fun stuff together.
He's like a grown-up kid. That's exactly how I would describe him to someone.
That's how my wife describes me, so.
It's gonna flow down and start getting these people to stand up a little more straight.
doesn't take much time, but the benefits are, they just are multiplied in the good that's done from just giving a little time.
To see boys, you know, like Ronald or Sean or, you know, all these kids that we serve, and to see what it means to them to have a man in their life, and then what it means to our mentors when they sit around a table and talk about, you know, start giggling about these kids that they get to hang out with, and just have story after story about, you know, the things that they're doing and the growth they're seeing in a kid's life. It's amazingly rewarding.